Hey everyone. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Y'all, it's kind of rainy and dreary here in Georgia. So, y'all, welcome in. I'm Shonda. I'm with From Dust to Beauty Designs. I'm honored you're here. If you're new, please tell me where you're watching from. If you're seeing the live button right here, make sure to comment in the comments now and say, hey, what's up, girl? I'll say, hey. Also, if you want to be notified, please make sure to do ! notify, and I will notify when I go live like I am right now and let you know, hey, girl, because, you know, I'm sporadic. I don't have a time in the date. So, anyway, y'all, make sure to also hit the like button and follow the page. I appreciate every one of y'all so much. If you are not following my VIP page, you'll want to. I got a bunch of sales going on. I'm actually tonight, after my live, I'm going to list some more things. If you did claim some things from the first set of sales, I will be doing invoicing Thursday. I'm off on Thursdays, and it's just easier that way. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Donna. Hey, y'all. So if you need your invoicing before then, just let me know. Otherwise, don't expect it until Thursday. And that way you can add some stuff to it if you want to get that free shipping. Hey, Emily. Howdy doody, Gail. Y'all, let me get us pulled up. Let me get us pulled up and share it out. Hey, Tina. Thank you. Yes, please make sure to also dust it out. That just means there's this little arrow button you'll see at the bottom. Just hit it. It takes it out to Never Never Land. Just hit that button. It's fine, girl. It's fine. It'll just let everybody know that you're over here just watching little crazy crafter. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Y'all, and I got some paint on me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It blended in. I was like, I'm not changing my shirt. I sure am not. All right, y'all, let me get us out here to the lands. The lands, I like to call it. Yes, and again, if you want to be in my VIP group, you cannot be a chocolate tour designer, but just type in VIP in the comments and I will leave you a link. You will go there and answer the questions, and then I will approve you to get in. Hey, Kayla, I know. It's not storming here anymore. It stopped, but golly, it's like constant. Hey, Sandy, how are you? I feel like it's constant. Y'all, we are making a wreath attachment tonight. Here's what's funny. So, my husband's like, hey, Shonda, girl, you ever gonna put anything on our door? You make these wreaths and you make all these decor and you sell them to everybody else. Would you like to put one on our door? And I was like, so, don't worry about it. Hello. Teresa, how are you, girl? Thank you for sharing. Thank you for dusting it out. Thank you, girl. Let me get back here. So, I have put a cart link in the description. It is just a link. If you hit it, it'll go to my page. I am a chocolate tour designer. It'll go to that page, and it'll be a cart link. So it'll be like a shopping cart. If you don't want anything in that shopping cart, it's easy to take things out and add to. It's just the easiest for me to create it for you guys, so it's a fast way to get there. Right, Kayla? Girl, it's bad. This weather is wild. So, y'all, the other day, Jim went outside. Let me see over here so I can see comments easier. Jim went outside to, hey, Pam. Thank you, friend. Hello, Sandy. I think I said hey, but hey, girl, again. Hey. He went outside. It was Saturday. And we knew that there was going to be a storm. And so we live on the outskirts of Atlanta. We live on the west side of Atlanta. And we knew that there was some storms coming, right? He walked outside and he keeps a cover, like a car cover, over his truck because he's bougie like that. Hey, Gina. He's bougie. I put mine in the garage. He don't hardly ever drive his, I call it his old man truck. Because it's like brand new and it just sits there. But anyway, don't get me started. Don't get me mad tonight. So he puts a cover over it, right? It's a made cover for it. It clips. Well, he had been doing something with it. He had some work done on it. He had some, like, I don't know what he had done on it. Girl, don't ask me. He put some electronic step bars or something on it. I don't know. So, anyway, he had not latched the middle part, but he had latched all the other parts, right? Thank God he didn't latch that middle part. He said he walked outside to take down my wind chime, and the wind, it was like a straight line wind. The wind was blowing so hard that it lifted his car cover off of his truck. He said it hovered, and then it took it. And he had to peel it off our neighbors, which are good friends of ours. He had to peel it off of their house. He said, I was watching it fly in the air over to their house. He said, Sean, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. It was the most bizarre thing. Hey, Judy, how are you? And it's brand new. Oh, gosh, Kayla. Yeah, listen, and you know, you're worried about hail and stuff and all that. It's just stressful, but anyway, it's just a car. It's not a life. You know, I always tell them, like, Jim, it doesn't eat, breathe, sleep, and love. So calm down. We'll get it fixed if that's the case. But he don't see things that way. He's a little different than I. But, y'all, it was really, it got a little hairy. My mom always said, a little hairy, you know. I think that's bad. Got a little hairy, you know. Anyway, hey, Shirley. Well, so mine stays in the garage, too. I got a new car 2 years ago, but we always kind of know that I will have the new car, even though Jim's is like new. It's older, like it's older, you know, but he just doesn't drive it. It doesn't have hardly any miles on it. Jim always has a vehicle that doesn't have very many miles on it, because I think in his mind he's like, I don't know what that mine does. Don't ask me. Never mind. Let's move on. Judy, so this is the wreath that I made, y'all. This is the wreath for my front door. I don't know if you guys, I've actually got to put a wreath holder on it, but I don't know if you guys watched my little video that I did, that I redid the post from Cracker Barrel. It was a fall, like a welcome post, and I redid it for all year round. Hey, Barbara. Yeah, Kelly, same. So our last house, we had a really bad hailstorm, and we had to have, you know, because we couldn't get because he had a sports car that was in the garage then. So my Mustang had to stay outside, and it was a rag top, so it didn't get a lot of damage, believe it or not, but his truck did, our other truck did, and our trailer did. We had like an enclosed trailer, and it did. And then our roof at the other house got a lot of damage. It was terrible. Yeah, it was awful. Hey, Rachel. Thank you, Pam. Oh, thanks, Judy. Yeah, so this one's the one for my front door. Y'all know I love these colors. I'm a peach, and I threw in like a little bit of like, it's like a blue, you know, my favorite little blue-green. And it kind of has a teal to it, because outside I have a flower pot that is the dark, I call it the dark teal, but it's actually like our tide color. So I have a flower pot out there that's that. So I kind of brought that in too, because some of my throw pillows kind of had that a little bit in there. So I wanted to make something that, you know, went with that. So listen, if you guys are ever interested and you want a wreath, just let me know. I can do custom wreaths. Just reach out to me. You let me know the size. You let me know the colors and your price point, and I'll throw something together. Kim, you ain't kidding. Thanks, Sally. Thank y'all. I enjoy doing it. Hey, Dorothy. Doing good. Oh, good to know that, girlfriend. Oh, good luck, Judy. Good luck. Good luck. So this is, again, so this is for our door. I do have to put a hanger on it, so that it don't go, you know, that funkshed that Jim always says, that, you know, he doesn't want the, he gets so crazy. He says it goes flunk, 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 whatever he says. I don't even know. So here's what I did. I'm going to make a wreath attachment for it. So if this is just a wooden seat, I actually bought this from Hobby Lobby. This is a wood pile, and it was the 40%. I always get stuff when they're 40% off. So it was $11.99 with 40% off. And my idea is to put it here. Okay. So this one is a big, bodacious hugeness for our front door. Jim's last name, you know, and my boy is Koval. Yes, we're married. We've been married a very long time. I did not take his name. Don't come for me. I was in college at the time, and it was just not, it just wasn't feasible for all the stuff, you know, all the financial stuff, all the stuff. I just didn't want to deal with it. So I didn't take his name, and, you know, he has made me lived that down for, you know, we're going on 32 years now. So, so here's what I did. I painted it with this Krylon Fusion all-in-one. It's a paint and a primer. It's called Matte River Rock. Fast drying. I love this. I did 2 coats on it. Okay, so I painted that and I just let it dry. It's been drying. I painted it yesterday morning, so I've let it dry. Now this one does have the hanger, so this one can go on the wall too. So this is also something if you're not making a wreath or you don't want a wreath and you just want to make like a door hanger or a wall hanger even, whatever, you can actually put some florals on this too and make this a door hanger. But I just wanted to zhuzh this up, right? Because I'm bougie like that. Hey, Carol. Thank y'all. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to do a pattern on it, a very subtle pattern. I'm going to use, this one is called our Vintage Patterns, okay? And I love it. It's got the bows. It's got just like a greenery leaf down here. It's got kind of almost like a fleur-de-lis up here a little bit. And then it's got the beauticious one. I don't know. I was going to come up with a word. Couldn't find one. That's what I'm using tonight. So we have some other ones that I could have used. We no longer have them. And I thought, no, I want to use something that they can get because, you know, it's kind of frustrating. I don't mind using some that we don't have any longer if I'm using a couple. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to use a couple of transfers and one of them we don't have anymore, then you can find something that's kind of similar. And that's, but this one, I found this and I was like, well, that's what I want anyway. Listen, that looks like to me either a cabbage rose or a peony. So I'm just saying, like, so that's what we're going to do tonight. Did you really, Kayla? You came through Bremen. Well, you should have said, hey, girl. Hey, what's up, girl? Listen, I would have come and said, hey. I would have come on and said, hey. Okay, so this one has 4 patterns. I love this. Love, love, love it. Yeah, let me make sure, too. This one might be on sale. Let me just check and make sure. Now, we've got some great sales going on right now. We still have the tariff reliefs going on, the tariff relief sales. And don't forget, we do have our new collections out, which are amazing. So if you go to the page that I sent, you know, or that it's in the description, if you go to shop on the page, there's a sale. It's just called sale. There's a bunch of different blocks that you can go to. There's one that's called sale. Go there, okay? Go to the sale, girl, because that one's amazing. I love, love, love seeing all the sales. We have many, many, many different things on sale. In fact, we've added more. I just went through a bunch of my transfers because I'm putting a bunch of them on my VIP page for sale. And I'm just going to tell you, well, I'm not seeing any that I'm putting on there. But going through mine, I'm seeing some. Like the mini buffalo plaid. I had thought about using it on this. It is on sale. But I kind of wanted something different than a plaid. You know, I just kind of wanted a floral because that's just how I am. So let me see what this one is. This one might not be. This one's called Vintage Patterns. Here it is. Let's see. This one is not on sale because it's one of our newer ones, but it's still a great, you know, if you become a Perks member, it's the best way because then you get 30% off. So just FYI, FYI. Oh, okay, Kayla. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Marcel. How are you, friend? Okay, so I'm just going to cut this apart. Now, I may have to wash this because I am going to be moving it around quite a bit. I almost went with gray. Here's what's funny. I just want this muted. I didn't want this a stark, like I don't want it like a real stark color pattern on there. I almost want it just like a muted, almost a shadowy look. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I love that look. I love doing that. I don't know why, but I do. I think it always looks so cool to do it that way. And again, it's not taken away, I don't know, from everything else. You know, like this isn't, this in itself, I really want this to shine. But I wanted our C on there. You know, I always like to try to honor Jim and his name. My last name is Stone. So everything that I do, if it's outside and it's initial wise, I always put a C, of course. Just because, you know, I honor his name, even though I didn't take it. Shh, don't say nothing, okay? I know. It's rude. All right. So, first off, I want to do a little bit of sanding on this. I sanded it before I painted it, but I just want to just do a little sand. Here's what I like to do. You know, anytime you paint any raw woods, you raise that grain. So I like to do a little sanding after it has really dried well. And that way you get a really smooth surface, okay? So I just kind of feel of it, make sure. And feels good. Okay, then I am going to wax, y'all. I'm waxing. Tonight I did put, hey Lisa, I did put the wax in the cart link. Y'all know I always forget it. I didn't forget tonight. I sure did not. So I like to heat up our wax. This is just a finishing wax. And I like to heat it up. Heat it on up. Y'all, we went to grocery in the show this weekend. We went twice. We might have went 3 times. Okay, so it just hit me when I saw this wax. So y'all know how they put the signs out for wet floor? You know, the little yellow signs. Well, they put it out, okay? Walmart did their due diligence. The person jogging through the store did not do their due diligence. Y'all, this poor lady, she was probably, I don't know, she might have been my age. Maybe a little younger, maybe a little older. I don't know, around my age. Why she go jogging through the store? Like, I don't even know where she was going, because where she went was slap on her back. Y'all, and I try not to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try not to laugh when somebody falls. I'm terrible. So we were walking through the front, right? So we have 2 different Walmarts in our area, right? We have the bigger one, then our little town one is the small one. We were at the bigger one. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Angela. How are you? So we were at our bigger one. Well, when you walk in, there's the big produce area right here. With the way we walk in on this side, you can walk in the other side, but the way we walked in that time was the deli, the bakery, all that kind of stuff right here, the dairy, and then there's a Subway here, and then right in front is their new little, like, you walk through and get all your energy drinks and your get to go eat sandwiches, like right there. It's almost like your convenience store area right when you walk in. So they've kind of put up a little half wall, and they've got plants there now, like flowers that are, you know, in season. Right past that is that little, you walk in like a little aisle to go into the convenience area. Well, there's also another little, at a Walmart. Okay, that's about what we got, Gail. There was another little, like, it was like a dad's gifts, right? They're putting that for Father's Day. So it was like just a little kiosk. It wasn't huge, but you couldn't really fit through it, and it was hiding the wet sign, kind of. Walmart might be in trouble. I don't know. Grocery in the show might be in trouble in this one. But anyway, right past, I guess she didn't see that sign, because she done started jogging through, and I don't know what she was going to get. I don't know. But we had our buggy, and I was going over to get some strawberries that were right there, and all of a sudden, right out of my periphery right here, bam! I said, oh Lord. And it was just past me enough where I saw a little jog, and then I saw feet going out. Y'all, I had to walk over, like, so the freezer aisle I had to walk over there to get, because I was crying, laughing so hard. Listen, now I looked over, and she was up, she would walk. I cannot help. What is wrong with me? I said, oh my God, I am so awful. Like, I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard. And I know karma, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be me one day. I'm going to be walking through Walmart. I just know it. And then I'm going to laugh. I'm going to lay on the floor and I'm just going to laugh. Oh my God, I'm going to laugh. But she was fine. I mean, she was up walking. And she was kind of, I didn't really see her laughing, but she was embarrassed. You know what I mean? That's that embarrassment. But there was nobody with her. So the Walmart associate that ran over there to make sure she was okay. Meanwhile, I'm over here laughing. Y'all, I'm terrible. And Jim had walked ahead. Jim likes to go do his shopping. He'll come back with handfuls and just put it in the cart. Like, I'm taking too long for him. So he goes and gets all his needs and then comes back and throws them in the cart. You know, so he had already walked on. I was telling him, I was like, oh, Lord, Jim. It's always something here at the grocery and a show. Always. All right, y'all. So I just heated this up some. And now I am just going to put a light layer of wax on the board. Okay? Just a light layer. And that will help this transfer from not sticking so hard on this newly paint, right? And pulling at my paint possibly. Nobody wants to do that. I sure do not. Not after I've painted it. No, and it came out good. You know how sometimes you paint stuff and you're like, oh, is this going to do right? And then sometimes you're like, oh no, I can already tell. Well, I knew this one was looking right, so we don't mess it up. So then we went to our other Walmart. And, y'all, I like to heat this up again, okay? I got a little clumpy in some areas, so if I heat it up, it'll kind of make it a little wetter, a little runnier, you know, thinner, and I can buff it out. That's what I like to do. So anyway, we went to our little Walmart. Well, that was Saturday we went there, before the storms. Yeah, it was before the storms. And then Sunday, we went to our little Walmart twice. We had to get a few things twice. In fact, I had to go get some stuff. I'm doing some ferns. I bought some of the fake ferns that look real, and I'm doing them to hang outside. Anyway, I had to have some stuff for that. Y'all, did I go into Walmart looking like whodunit? I sure did. I told Jim, I said, oh my God, Jim, I'm the show today. He was like, Shonda, on your worst day, you could not be the show. And I'm like, well, I'm just telling you now, I'm the show today. Y'all, I don't even know what I had on because I had been working down here. I had just done this wreath. It was hot down here. I didn't care. I had to go get some stuff. So I was like, listen, it's Walmart. Does it really matter? I mean, I'll just be the show today. Okay, so when you are buffing this off, you will, so right here I had a little bit of, I could feel it. It was too thick and I could feel it. Now it's smooth. So now I know I've gotten a good surface. Hey, Cindy, how are you, friend? All right, y'all, so we're going to use our beautiful, beautiful design. And I'm just going to start, how am I going to start? I'm just going to kind of start doing it like this. So I think there's not going to be any rhyme or reason to it, and I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Like, this is just going to be like a floral design. And we're just going to go with it, okay? Just a floral design. I do want to make sure it's straight. That'll work. But I'm not going to get too wrapped around the axle about it, okay? I'll show you what I'm doing. So you see? And I don't know if you guys remember, I did a big S one time. In fact, it sits in my office on top of my big I don't know, cabinet thing. It's a big S, a wooden S, and I took one of our beautiful, that was what I was going to use on this because it's an 18 by 18, but we don't have it any longer. So again, I wanted to offer something we had, and I did that. And actually, I put it on TikTok as well. So you can go watch that, or it's on the YouTube. Hello, Janet. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, Kelly. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. I'm not going to go with eucalyptus. I thought about that, but I want to bring out the peach. So, which one do y'all think? I'm thinking Peachy Keen, just to give it, again, sorry, y'all. Can y'all still see? Hubby just tried to call. So, husband is fireman, if y'all don't know. Jim is an assistant fire chief, and he has not worked shift in 3 years. He's, you know, a chief now, so he's 8 hours a day. Well, he works 4 tens. He had to work a 24-hour shift tonight, so he's at the fire department. He's at the fire department for 24. So me and the boys are like, it feels kind of funky after going all these years. You know, how he worked 24s, then he went off and it was like weird. Then now he's back. I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird. But anyway, I think I'm going to go. You remember the big ass Janet? Yes. I love that big ass. I love it. Like I said, I still have it. It's still up there. I think I'm going to go with Peachy Keen, y'all. I think the Sunset Drive is a bit too, you know what? I'm not going to use this one. This one is a bit dried up. I mean, it's still okay. I'm going to put some in it and I'll use it. Y'all know me. I will use it. But I bought a new one. So we're going to use it. Yeah, we're going to use it. Okay. Y'all, this gorgeous color. I love Peachy Keen. It's of course, peachy color. Very, very pretty. Going with my peach theme that I have. Absolutely love it. And this is just chalk in paste form. So we are going to move kind of quickly because I do have a fan on over here. Oh, Sandy, yeah. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I was ready at 9, but here's what I couldn't do. I was trying to get I always have to do a bit link, you know, for my link for what I'm working with. And for some reason, the chalk site wasn't down, but I couldn't get it to load. And then all of a sudden, it was really fast. So I think excuse me, my computer, I need to do an update on it. And I really think that was it. But it took me a little longer because I was ready. Dadgummit. Janet, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hey, Jacqueline. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janet. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, girlfriend. I hope you had an amazing day. Hey, Lori. Thank you, friend. So, y'all, I just blobbed it around, okay? Blob it around. And then I'm just going to go around and get this on here. Again, I am not looking for perfection on this. I kind of want this to look like a, you know, like an antiqued piece. That French country look. That's what I'm going after. And this is going to do it. I feel in my heart this is it. So, I'm going to get this on here. We're going to get our excess off. And then I'm just going to move this transfer around. And then I will wash it off as I need to. And you guys can see how to wash it as you go. Okay? Oh, happy birthday, friend. Oh, yes, this is it. This is what I wanted. Perfect. I'll show y'all. That's it. Do you see? So, look how gorgeous this is going to be. Okay? You see that? That's perfect. That's what I wanted. I just wanted a touch of color on it. Y'all, I got to put a hanger on that. I just wanted a touch of color, okay? Just a touch of color, and I wanted to bring those flowers out. Oh, the rounds. I love it. I love it. Well, she deserves it. She deserves it. Okay. I am going to draw this up a little bit right here on this edge because I'm matching it up to that. You know, I'm putting the edges together, so I don't want to peel that off. Thank you, Kathy. I think so too. Y'all, this is what I wanted to show you. You know, with our transfers, they're not just to design like a picture, you know, on a board, or even like, you know, picture this. You can make bags. You can, you know, the wine bag, I love. You can do so much with them. Gift bags, you know. Don't forget, hold on, let me grab it. You know, I made a gift bag, right? That is why I do chocolate core. That is why I love it. I love one-of-a-kind pieces, and I also love being able to make different things. So, wreath attachments, I love making wreaths, and I have made several wreath attachments that nobody else is going to have. They're just going to be mine. You know, I do sell them, but I'm saying, you know, think outside the box. When you've got transfers, there's so much more to do with them than just what it is. Thank you, Kelly. Darling. I wish, girl, I wish. Right, she deserves it. Hey, Cindy Pierce. Okay, so we've got that dry right there. Now, I think this will work for one more. Let me see. So I'm just going to put that right there. I think we're going to be good. Yeah, we're going to be good right there. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to put this on here. Push it down. We're not looking for perfection on this, y'all, okay? I am not looking for perfection. I'm just trying to get some designs on here. You know, just some pretty floral designs. And just zhuzh that up. And I couldn't find nothing that I wanted, you know? Like, you know, I could go and try to find something, but I couldn't. I couldn't really find anything that I really liked that, you know, sang to me that, hey, girl, put this on your wreath. I couldn't find nothing like that. Thank y'all all so much for dusting it out. I have, you know, I'm slowly but surely getting back. I need to do more. My algorithms are so messed up. My numbers are way low, which makes me sad, but it's my own doing, and I gotta get my head back right after surgery. I just do. So I'll get there. It takes time. I didn't realize how much time, and sometimes, you know, your mind goes crazy with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not an excuse at all. It just is. My mind has gotten wild with me some after this surgery. So anyway, okay. So I really want this flower right here. So I am going to do this right here. I think that'll work. Yeah, okay. Perfect. And again, we're just going all the way around this. Go all the way around the C. Put way too much on it that time. And get my designs on here. Okay. Make sure to get your excess off. That is just everything that's on the top, sitting on the top of the transfer. Just take it off. Now I will, because this is outside, which our porch is covered, but I will spray this with a poly, you know, just to kind of give it that, just that extra little protection. I will spray it. Okay, so we got this, and then maybe I won't have to wash it. I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're good. Again, it's not perfect. I'll show you some imperfections, but again, I'm okay with it. Like, it doesn't really bother me to have some of these little imperfections. You're not really going to see them when you have a design like this. Now, you may like more contemporary, you know? So we have some great contemporary pieces. Or, how cute would this be? If you've got a little girl, or you've got a gift that you need to give for a little girl, you could do her initial and use the bow. Use the bow. How cute would that be? You know what I mean? Like, so again, think outside the box, y'all. So many things to do with these transfers. Hey, Kim, how are you? Thank y'all. I did, Kelly, I spray painted it with this. I didn't hand paint this one. I wanted a harder, you know, like something that was more sturdy because it is outside. So I decided to spray paint it, and I just used this Krylon all-in-one, and I did 2 coats on it. So it really worked good. And then I was able to just sand it a little bit when I got on here. I did sand it before I did it as well. So, okay, let me figure out how I want to do this little piece right here. I think if I do it like that. Let's do, I'm going to do like this. We're going to do it like that. That'll get it all the way up to that top, and then I'll come back down and do like that little flower right at the top, and that should get me all the way around. I didn't, this is a different, it's not perfectly, because it's a rounded, it's a C, so you've got a curve. Go with it, y'all. It's fine. And if you have to have perfection, then you would need to do, and that's fine too. You would just have to wash your transfer after you're finished with each one, and that's fine too. I've done that many times. When I need it symmetrical and I can't have it like this kind of abstract where it doesn't really matter, then I've had to wash, I've had to wash my transfer in between me using it, and it's fine. It's no big deal. Lori, that's funny. Sometimes we just got to get outside the box, though. Color outside the box. I always tell my husband, Jim really likes uniformity. He's a very uniform, very regimented. I told y'all he has clinical OCD, so he needs things very regimented. But I always love that when I showed him this, he was like, oh my God, Shonda. Like, that's not something that he would ever go to. If he was to probably put something on our door, it would be probably just a C with some, maybe a floral or a bow on it. You know what I mean? Like, very, very uniform, very, I don't want to say basic, because he's definitely not when it comes to like our outside of our house and stuff. It's gorgeous. But, he likes uniformity. But I do always love it. He always gives me such great compliments when I do. He's always like, that's what I love about you. We compliment each other. Let's just say that. I need his straight and narrow, and he needs my off the hip. Yes, Kelly, he has a simple, though I will say, he does landscaping, and he can only do ours because he's so meticulous. He can't do it for other people because he's so meticulous. Like, he draws out like blueprints of it. It's bizarre. And so he's always done that. It's always mesmerized me how he does that so wonderfully. But anyway, he thinks, he's very not simple when it comes to that. But he has to have, like, all of our flowers outside, he likes them all to be kind of uniform. And that has been something that we've worked on, and he's really stepped outside the box with that. I've been really proud of him because it's tough for somebody with OCD to kind of, it's tough. And so I always have to give him props where props are due, because I don't do that often. And Jim's love language is words of affirmation. And I forget that sometimes. Oh, Crystal, yes. You said it. That's it. He likes very clean lines. He likes clean, defined lines. And I'm not abstract, but I don't like clean lines. Now he will, like, our beds always have a wave to them, but they always, the wave always has a pattern and it goes back together. He's starting to kind of get out of that a little. I love to see it. Oh, he is pretty amazing. He's pretty amazing. Oh gosh, Kelly, yes, girl, I will be praying. My goodness. Right, Lori? I know, I'm the same way. He's very meticulous, Judy. Very meticulous. But here's what's funny, so am I. When we hired painters to paint our house when we bought this house, we had already painted our living room and part of our dining room because we are so meticulous. Like, don't get a drop of paint on my ceiling. Don't get a drop of paint on, and we freehand. We don't take off nothing. Jim and I both freehand it. And so, but we're so meticulous that it takes us forever. Right? And with our backs, it was just a nightmare. So I was like, Jim, we're going to have to pay somebody to paint this house inside. And he's like, okay. So the guy comes and he's like, he's looking at one of the rooms. Well, we didn't paint that room. It was our dining room. It was already painted. I loved the color, so I was going to leave it. And he goes, well, this isn't bad for a homeowner. And I said, what you talking about? I didn't paint that room. I painted this room. And he went and looked at it and he goes, Oh, okay. I said, yeah. And no, I don't want a job. He was laughing, but yeah, it was funny. Hello, Rhonda. Okay, y'all. Look how gorgeous. So we've got, so this was the color, okay? And this is the Peachy Keen. And I used the transfer that has the 4 different designs on it, okay? So I'll just take this and put it back on. This is the 4 different designs. So remember, you could do any one of these. And if you had one, here's another thing that would be really pretty. You could also do one and do this in the green, have the green all over it, and just have like, you know, like an ivy. That would be gorgeous too. I thought about that. I really did think about that, but my heart was set on the flowers, and so I knew that I had to go with flowers. So that's what we're doing. So let's put it on here, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Listen, go grab yours today. Go grab it. It's in the cart link. And make sure, if you're not a Perks member, to join, because it's so much cheaper. Okay. Is this? Now, again, I am going to take this off, and I am going to, what am I going to do? Spray it with poly. But I'm going to go ahead and get my, I need to get these out. Zip tie, or, no, I'm just using pipe cleaners. And I had marked an X on where I needed to do it. Yes, Judy, listen, go do this. It's this right here, okay? So I'm going to just put some pipe cleaners here. Okay, just like that. Thank y'all. I think so too. I think this is going to be really pretty. And I'll post a picture of it on my front door when after I hang it. Hello, Vicky. How are you? Mom's good. Mom's really good. I just talked to her and was telling her I'm buying us tickets for another show. It is a tribute to the so the Commodores, one of them. We don't care. Listen, we'll just go to any of them. We don't care. We don't care. Y'all, I have got to put a hanger on this. Hold on. This drives me nuts. Let's put a hanger on it. Let's make it a hanger. And I'm just going to use, again, a pipe cleaner on it. This is driving me nuts. Lori, she has it, and she has told me, I think she has told me that she's done a few things on it, but she hasn't completed it, which I told her I'm going to need her to complete that. Oh, no, and I wrote on one. Oh, goodness. Yeah, well, Mama she might be taking her little time, too, but yes, I told her to please finish it. Make sure this is going to work before I think it should. I think once I get that on there, it should work. I kind of had to do it cattywampus so that this would fit on the side. Okay. Hey, Darlene, how are you? Sam's Club, Christine, how fun. I love Sam's. I love Sam's Club. Alright, so I'm just going to put this on here so y'all can see the finished product. And again, reach out to me if you need a wreath made. Just again, keep in mind your colors, your size. This one is a very, very large one. I usually don't work with grapevines this large. I just had this one, so I decided to use it. But normally I use a 14 or an 18-inch grapevine. So just keep that in mind. I won't be doing one this large. Hey, biscuit friend. How are you, Kathy? Girlfriend. Can't wait to see you. Kathy and I are going to CHA-Con together. Coming up in 2 weeks. So I'll be there. So I'll be going live from there. I'm so excited to see everybody. Okay, got that. Hey, Linda. Kathy, it better not go. What did he always say? He said it went. What did he say? Flunk, flunk. That's what he always says. Don't let it go. Flunk, flunk. So I don't know. Who knows? It might. It's a big one. I might have to put something on the back of it to keep it from flunking. We'll see. Yes, Lori. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I cannot wait. Right, Darlene? You know he said that. Darlene heard him say it the other day we were together. He said, our house is the only one in the neighborhood that don't have a door hanger on it, and Shonda makes them. I said, you a daggum lie, Jim Coble. There's a bunch of houses that don't have them. He's such a butt sometimes. Could be so sweet, but then such a butt. Alright, so just for tonight, I'm just going to put this around it. I always go through the grapevine. I don't go around, but just for tonight. Oh, Christine, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. Thank you. Yeah, for flunk. That's what he said. For flunk, for flunk. Got no sense. And I will make sure that this is actually secured a little better than this. But anyway, let's see. I think that did it. That's it, y'all. I love it. I may put it a little higher when I reposition it, but I do have to put it, I do have to, again, spray it. So I will probably put it just a little bit higher and kind of make it, but that's it, y'all. This is a, this is a huge one. This is a huge one. But y'all, thank y'all all so much for joining me tonight. I will take pictures of it on my front door so that y'all can see that I'm not the only door in the neighborhood without a door hanger on it. Thank y'all. Right, exactly, Kathy. That's right. That is exactly right. Goodness gracious. Yes, that's a good idea, Lori. That's a very good idea. Y'all, thank y'all all so much for joining me tonight. I hope that y'all make one. Go make your door hangers. Go make your wreath attachments. Go make your stuff. You can do it, y'all. I promise. I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. And remember, if you're part of my VIP group and you have done sold, you know, you've what's the word I'm looking for? You have commented sold. It's kind of like that, or whatever that is. You know, claimed. If you have claimed some of the items, Thursday, I will be sending out invoices on Thursday. So watch in your messenger on Thursday for me to message you and tell you the ins and outs, and I will need your emails. So just keep an eye out for that. So and I'm also going to be tonight and tomorrow, probably just tonight and tomorrow, listing some more things on there that I found, and that way if you want to add them to get that free shipping over 50, you certainly can. So that's also why I want to kind of wait. But anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Bye, y'all.